Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Elden Ring All Bosses Walkthrough. Last episode, we just completed the Cerulean Coast in its entirety. We are now making our way down into the Stone Coffin Fissure. We just barely, off camera, I just leveled our Shadow Tree level up one more time. We had enough fragments for it, so we are now at level 12, heading into this area. Here we go. I remember coming in here on my first playthrough just baffled that this was here. You know, it just looked like a gigantic area just underneath the map. I was very, very excited. And while it's not as big as I thought it was in terms of, you know, value, sheer size-wise, it's still really big. But yeah. The end of the area is that coffin dead ahead of us. We are eventually going to make our way there. But you can see in the side of it, there's like a hole, big old gaping hole in the side with stuff dripping down. The design of this place is super cool. All right. Got a bunch of blood fiend beasts in here, as well as some more slimes. Speaking of which, watch for this one to drop down. Alright. Hello. Ooh, hello? Come on. What is going on? Alright, just want to make sure we didn't miss anything. Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright. Broken ground underneath us drops us into here with some more blood fiends. You can see their weapons are infused with sleep, so if they do hit you, you'll start to get some sleep build up, which obviously is no fun. Oh, what a whiff. Here. Alright, we'll go touch the site of grace, and then we're going to double back to where we just were. Now, here's probably one of the most crucial, as far as lore goes, like, messages at the crosses that Miquella is leaving. It says, I abandoned here my love. There's a lore guy over here who talks about how Miquella should not have done that. Kindly Miquella, I see you've thrown away something you should not have under any circumstances. How will you salvation offer to those who cannot be saved when you could not even save your other self? Oof. So, pretty deep stuff here. As we know, I just tried to pull out Torrent. Tialier was coming over this way in search of Saint Trina because he knew that Mikola did discard that half of himself. So that lore guy over there is kind of alluding to that fact as well. Alright, now to find the drop down. I always have a hard time remembering. Oh, maybe we are too far over. Maybe it's on the other side. Yep, it's right here. Okay, cool. Right. Nothing over here. Okay. So this drop down just takes you to a little secret area with a weapon that you can find. That seems too high. Okay, right here should be fine. Bloop. My judgment with these drop downs is like so askew now because I keep dying in places that I feel like we shouldn't. Alright, watch out for more slimy guys here. Here's the weapon I was talking about, the Velvet of Saint Trina. Alright, now in this next area we've got a bunch of grave birds and some of these little stone things from the Ever Jails in the base game. However, we're going to run into some of these that are unique in the DLC with their moveset. I love the purple hue on these Gravebird's wings. It's so cool looking. Nice. Alright, this is where you drop down from the side of grace, so made it back to where we were. Alright, so that stone thing in front of us, this is the first of the unique movesets that I talked about. These other ones we can leave alone. They don't really do anything for you. But yeah. So these ones just straight up shoot lasers at you. So really the trick is just getting to them, at which point they're easy enough to take down. But yeah, I scared the crap out of me the first time I played the DLC. It's like, excuse me? We're going to make our way over here real quick. There is an item surrounded by a bunch of the exploding variants. Oh, I thought we were safe right there. Hello. All right. More exploding ones down here. Jeez. Oh, there was one behind us that we didn't see. Ah. Alright, drop down here to our next site of grace. Alright, so if we come over here, up there is where you want to go to finish the level, but we're gonna drop down here first. Massive Putrescent incantation. Oh, really? Had no clue about that one. There's usually no reason to come down here on a casual playthrough, so... Okay, you guys are being annoying. Stop. Ow. Oh, you. I know they're resurrecting, but they're down below us, so out of sight, out of mind, you know. Goodbye. Alright. Now, this giant mass does not drop anything. I wasted my time doing that on earlier playthroughs, so don't even worry about him. Ow, are you serious? This guy climbed all the way back here to throw more pots? Alright, up here we've got a misbegotten warrior. A shade version. And he drops the multi-layered Ring of Light incantation, which he normally like attacks you with, but guess he didn't want to use it on us. Alright, that should be it. Okay. Make our way to the end of the area now. Like I said, this place looks really big, but it is deceptively small. However, it does contain a remembrance boss and the end of Talier's quest line, so definitely plenty of important stuff going on here. Now you can see all these animals asleep facing the edge of this coffin, which is where we're gonna go. Let's go ahead and switch this for just a defensive talisman. Okay. Oh, please grant me the courage to fly to your feet, my dearest Saint Trina. Alright. And then to get into the boss fight, you just jump down. And here we are at the Putrescent Knight boss fight. This guy took me forever, my first playthrough. Now you can summon Talier in this fight. You don't need to do that for his quest line. So if you're like me and prefer fighting solo and things, then yeah, not necessary. Okay, now watch. When they separate like this, you'll see that he has his own attacks and the horse has its own. That was a terrible example of how to properly dodge the attack. Wow, we're doing really good damage. Normally I would fight this guy before Mesmer, but I really thought we could handle Mesmer at a lower level, but I was very much wrong. That took way too long to do. Ouch. Boom, boom, boom. Watch the horse. Boom, boom, boom. Watch the horse again. Ah. So close to having that perfect. Okay. Ouch. Now watch for phase 2. Okay, so he's going to send out like a ring of fire around him. You can just jump it. Ouch. 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 What in the world? That was horrible. Holy crap! Why was that so much damage? I was at like 90% HP and that killed me. Alright, well, now we don't have to deal with this stupid Lamenter anymore. We can put on like actual armor. Wow, that damage was nuts. Alright. I went to go try to find a bunch more rune arcs, but I'm having trouble finding any merchants who actually have any to buy. It's a little annoying, because we're getting very low. Cool. Once again, giant weapon whiffing. Right. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Horse. Boom, boom, boom. Horse. Ah. Gotta dodge right there. I don't know why I keep going left. Nice. Very nice. We're doing really well. Nope. Dang, I was hoping we could stagger. Alright, let's try just running around, maybe? That actually worked really well. Just get it close to him and run around, and you're good to go. Ow. Cool. Boom. Boom, boom. Horse. Boom, boom, boom. Horse. Dodge to the right. There we go. More like it. Ouch. Now he does have another fire attack he likes to do late in phase 2. He hasn't done it yet though. Oh. Oh, it's right here. Whew, okay. We got him before it happened. But yeah, that one is the opposite. So, kind of works like how Manus, if you've played Dark Souls 1, how one of his hex attacks in phase 2 like sends outward, and then another one comes inward. Same concept here. So that one, he shoots everything like far away from him, and the attack comes towards him. So you just kind of got to differentiate those two, and then you're good to go. Cool. All right, only 2 attempts there. That's very good. We are at level 13 here. 12, okay. And we were doing pretty good damage. So yeah, Mesmer is clearly intended to be done later, so if you don't do it in the order that I do, like, more power to you, because it's probably a lot easier to handle than me being stubborn and saying, no, we're going to do Mesmer early. Okay, let's grab these runes real quick. And then we're going to come face to face with Saint Trina. But Tialier is going to be down here as well.
Saint Trina. Oh, Saint Trina. What velvety ambrosia is this? Your poison and the sweet sleep that follows. Oh, please, let me hear your voice. Then you too must have paid a visit to St. Trina's garden of deepest purple. I'm drifting off in the sea of her poison. Soon I will hear her voice. Let me be. I won't be long. Oh, I almost forgot. You mustn't follow my example. St. Trina's poison would plunge you into an eternal slumber. It must be me, and only me.
Oops.
I am gone, adrift in sleep, so that I may hear St. Trina's lost voice. Let me be. I won't be long. I am gone, so that I may...
All right, real quick, we're gonna we can just pick him up later. That's fine. Okay, now as you come up to talk to Saint Trina, she's not gonna actually say anything, but you have the option to imbibe nectar. Tellier is telling you to not do this, like it's supposed to be him, but we're gonna do it anyway. Now this does kill you, so if you don't want to lose like your activated rune, then you can always come back and do this later, but...
I am gone, so that let me be.
Alright, and then we're just going to keep doing this over and over. Okay, and then I believe one more time. So, after we do it this time, we'll get some dialogue after the death.
Grant me more of your poison, that I might drift further into sleep. Perhaps then you'll grace me with your voice. Please, leave me alone. Please.
here we go.
Mikilla, stop. Don't turn the poor thing into a god.
Okay, so we've now heard the voice of Saint Trina, and when we tell Tiale about this, he's not going to be too happy about that.
Please, I'll thank you not to lie to me. I am the chosen, not you. Only I can doze off in the sea of St. Trina. Why would you hear her voice when I cannot? If you should utter these cruel untruths to me again, I won't be held responsible for my actions. Please, enough. I cannot believe your cheek. And I will stand for it no longer.
Okay. At this point, if we come back out to the boss room, maybe. We might have to die one more time. Let's try reloading the area first. Spend these runes while we're at it.
I will never forgive you. For your trespass, you will know my poison.
Yep, so here, Tellier invades us. There he is. Now, he deals, like he told us earlier, specialty. He has a specialty in poison, so that's pretty much all that he attacks you with.
Such strength, but for what?
Alright, we get the St. Trina's Smile talisman, which sleep in the vicinity increases your attack power. So if you're using any kind of sleep pots or spells or whatever it may be, then that talisman will help you to deal more damage. Alright, back down to talk to Tiale again.
You. I was no good to anyone. Beginning to end. Weak as a kitten, and thick as two planks. I suppose dying in disgrace is fitting, in a way. Tell me, please, assuming you spoke the truth back then. What did St. Trina tell you?
Okay. Now, to answer that question, we have to die to St. Trina one more time, because we're going to get different dialogue this time.
It would be Mikilla's prison. A caged divinity is beyond saving.
Okay, maybe one more time. Got to do a lot of dying here. So if you're trying to do this whole run deathless, well, you're not going to be able to do Tiale's questline.
done.
Okay, so that's the big piece of info that we've been waiting for and that we're going to deliver to Talia.
Tell me, assuming you what did. You are a wretched, wretched soul. A nightmare come to plague me. Such a thing could possibly be. Could it? Centrina, please let me hear your voice in my everlasting slumber. Centrina in my head.
Okay. And then that is all we have to do for now. So we'll get that cookbook. We'll pick some more up. Pick up some more of these virgins. And yeah, that is it. Okay, well that will be it for the Stone Coffin Fissure episode. If you enjoyed this episode and you learned something from it, please like and subscribe for more videos. Like it helps out a ton if you're able to do those things, and it's completely free, so why not? But yeah, so that's going to be it for this episode. I will see you all next time.